You have goals. You have dreams. You can picture the future you want, and deep down, you know you're capable of achieving great things. Yet somehow, when it's time to take action, you hesitate. You delay. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. Then tomorrow arrives, and nothing changes. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many people live with big ambitions, but struggle to take consistent action. They aren't lacking intelligence, talent, or potential. They're trapped in patterns that keep them stuck. The good news is that patterns can be changed. Every day, you probably begin with good intentions. You tell yourself that today will be different. You'll finally start the project, learn the skill, or work toward your goal. But then distractions appear. You check your phone for a few minutes. Those minutes turn into an hour. One delay leads to another, and before you know it, the day is gone. At night, you feel frustrated and disappointed in yourself. You promise tomorrow will be better. And the cycle repeats. The reason this happens has less to do with laziness and more to do with how the human mind works. Inside your brain, there's a constant battle. One part wants growth, success, and achievement. The other part wants comfort, safety, and certainty. The side that seeks comfort often wins because your brain naturally tries to avoid discomfort. Hard work requires effort. Goals involve uncertainty. Success always carries the possibility of failure. To your brain, those things can feel threatening. So it offers an easier alternative. Scrolling social media, watching videos, playing games, or doing anything that provides instant pleasure. These activities create short-term satisfaction, and over time your brain learns to choose them whenever difficult work appears. What feels like laziness is often just a habit of avoidance. The problem is that every time you choose comfort over action, you strengthen that habit. Slowly, the gap between the life you want and the life you're living grows larger. Many people think they need more motivation. They don't. Motivation is temporary. Some days it's strong, and some days it's gone. If you rely on motivation, you'll only work when you feel inspired. Real progress comes from discipline. Discipline isn't something you're born with. It's something you build through repeated action. It grows every time you do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Another obstacle that keeps people stuck is perfectionism. You may have such a clear vision of success that anything less feels unacceptable. So you wait for the perfect plan, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect moment. But perfection never arrives. Perfectionism often disguises itself as high standards, but underneath it is usually fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of failure, fear of discovering that success might be harder than expected. As long as you never begin, your dream remains safe inside your imagination. But dreams only become reality when they meet action. Here's an important truth. Failure is not what holds people back. Inaction does. Failure teaches lessons. Failure creates experience. Failure helps you grow. Doing nothing teaches nothing. Every successful person you admire has made mistakes, faced setbacks, and experienced failure. The difference is that they kept moving forward. They didn't wait until they felt ready. They started before they were ready. The way to break the cycle is simple, though not always easy. Start small. Don't try to transform your entire life overnight. Choose one action that moves you toward your goal. It could be working for 15 minutes, writing a single page, making one phone call, or learning one new skill. The size of the step doesn't matter. Taking the step does. Then repeat it tomorrow, and the next day. Consistency is far more powerful than intensity. At first, discipline feels uncomfortable. Your mind will produce excuses. It will tell you you're tired, busy, or not ready. Ignore the excuses. The more often you act despite resistance, the more your brain learns that discomfort isn't dangerous. Over time, the resistance becomes weaker. Your environment also plays a huge role in your behavior. If distractions are always around you, staying focused becomes much harder. If your phone constantly demands attention, it will continue stealing your time. Create an environment that supports your goals. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Keep distractions away while you work. Create a dedicated space for focus. Make productive choices easier and distractions harder. Small changes in your environment can create big changes in your results. Another trap to avoid is endless consumption. Many people spend hours watching motivational videos, reading productivity tips, and learning new strategies. Learning is valuable, but learning without action becomes another form of procrastination. You don't need to know everything before you begin. You simply need to begin. Accept that your first attempts won't be perfect. The first version of anything is usually messy. Every expert started as a beginner. Every success story began with imperfect effort. Your goal isn't to be amazing on day one. Your goal is to show up, again and again. There will be setbacks. You will have days when you lose focus. You will make mistakes. That's normal. Progress is never a straight line. The people who succeed aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who keep returning after failure. When you fall off track, don't stay there. Get back up. Keep moving. Most importantly, stop attacking yourself for every mistake. Guilt and self-criticism rarely create lasting change. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, focus on what you can do next. Treat yourself with patience while still holding yourself accountable. You don't need perfection. You need persistence. Remember this: you are not defined by your bad habits. You are not defined by your procrastination. You are not defined by the days you wasted. You are defined by the choices you make moving forward. The life you want won't appear overnight. It will be built through small decisions repeated consistently over time. One focused hour, one completed task, one productive day, then another, and another. Those small actions eventually become powerful habits, and those habits shape your future. You already know what you want. Now it's time to stop waiting and start building it. Take one step today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because every great achievement begins with a single decision to act, and that decision is yours to make.